I'm straddling the speaker for the record.
It's good. You should straddle it.
I don't blame you.
It's nice.
Practice for tomorrow, man. It's Valentine's Day.
Pre-game.
Yeah. Are we ready to start?
Ready when you are, man.
All right. Well, we're already recording, aren't we? All right. So we're starting. This is it.
It started.
This is the first episode of Below the Boulevard. I'm Bobby Chavez with Nick Coffey.
Hey, yo.
That's it. That's Nick right there. That's him. And we have our first guest ever. Jack Toledo.
Sounds pretty official. Hi, guys.
Hello.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
Pretty good, dude. Pretty
Good.
What were we talking about before we actually started recording? You're straddling the chair.
I'm straddling the speaker.
The speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. All of our desks are speaker cabinets. Guitar speaker cabinets.
Yeah. We thought that would fit the theme of being in a recording studio.
It's good.
And we also just didn't have a table.
Yeah. Oh, that's what we didn't mention. We're at Spot 8816 Studios, or Lions Den Studios as it is right now. We're not sure, right?
That's what we're hoping for.
For Lions Den?
Yeah, that's what we ultimately want to call it. But
Yeah.
we gotta see what happens with there's so many different Lions Den Studios, productions, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like you were saying, there was that gym. I
The
found
MMA
a
gym.
jewelry store that's called Lions Den Studios. So
There's a Lions Den gay bar.
Really?
then we should definitely try and keep the name.
Then,
Right off of 19th
or we
Street.
should change the name to the Mine Shaft.
the Dude, back when you guys first thought of that name, I thought it would be cool because even if there are like, the gym was all I knew about, the MMA gym,
Yeah.
but it would still be a cool name for a recording studio.
Yeah.
I thought it would be a cool theme because you guys have this like natural like earthy thing going.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it would have been a cool name. It would have been sweet if you had like a zebra skin rug or something.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
But I actually want real zebra skin,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of expensive.
Yeah,
It is.
as it turns out.
We found these cool chairs, that's all zebra skin, and $15,000 per chair if you want real zebra skin, or $2,500 for fake zebra skin.
Is
It's still not cheap. Yeah.
So
You
either way,
want
it's
the fake rat. Yeah, exactly.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Not a big difference.
Yeah.
It's a car.
Yeah.
Do I buy a car or do I buy a chair?
Zebra skin.
Dude, would it be? I think it might be cheaper to fly to Africa yourself and just fucking kill it and bring it back.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know the deal with like customs. Like, how do you just go shoot a zebra and like, oh no, that's just my zebra?
I'm pretty
skin.
sure that's not legal.
There's
Probably.
gotta
Just
be there's
guessing.
gotta
Yeah.
be some sort of law
There's
against
laws.
that.
Are zebras legal to kill? Are they legal to hunt? Are they lion food? We can't touch them.
I think lions got that.
They got that on lock. The zebra game.
You can't shoot them. They're categorized as lion food.
I mean, people go hunting in Africa for like big game, don't they? Don't they like hunt elephants and shit with their fucking handlebar mustaches and big rifles and English accents?
I think that's Jumanji you're thinking of, or
It's a movie, dude.
The Robin Williams movie.
yeah.
If it's not endangered, isn't it pretty much fair game, depending on where you're at?
Yeah, I guess depending where you're at, because if I just go shoot a dog on the street, I don't think people are gonna like that. Even though dogs aren't really endangered.
Yeah, even though if the right person
Give them the proper license. Can't go out killing animals, but
No, but you know what's funny is that you would get arrested. You get rolled up by cops if you kill a dog in the street. But if animal control catches a dog, they're gonna fucking kill it in 2 days, and you better come get it if you want it. Like, good luck,
absolutely.
because they're gonna fucking kill it. But if I kill a dog, or you kill a dog in the street, I'm gonna get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Is
that fair?
man? No, it's not fair.
Am I
Life,
saving?
bro.
Am I saving tax dollars, or am I not saving tax dollars? If I could kill a dog with a straw, if I had that skill.
I guess it would depend on the dog, really,
Yeah.
because there's some dogs that are worth saving, and some that it's just like, it's time to go, man.
Yeah,
You're old and dead.
you're practically dead.
I'll just
Damn, dude, my cat died recently, and like she was like dead. You know what I mean? Like walking dead for a couple days before she died.
Right.
It was sad because like she had this like kind of steep decline like in like 2 or 3 months.
Did she try to actually escape? Because once cats are about to die, don't they usually try to leave their home?
No, she actually before she died, like the day before she died, my brother and sister, they couldn't find her the next day,
Right.
and they didn't know where she was.
Mhm.
And then she was in her litter box. It's got a cover on it, so it's like a
Mm.
little house, you know.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And she had been there like overnight, I guess. So I don't know if that was her idea of escaping, but she definitely wanted to be away.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
She
Well,
isolated herself.
Well,
Yeah.
growing up, my parents had a cat, and he lived to be like 13 or 14. But same thing, when he was ready to die, he just disappeared.
Right.
Like we're just like he's gonna die soon, and he just
Yeah.
disappeared one day and
Wow.
went off and died.
Yeah.
My last cat that just, I mean, we just had to put him to sleep last month, but he, I mean, I got him back in 7th grade, so he was like 16, 17, but he went blind, so he wouldn't even be like an outside cat anymore.
That sucks, dude.
So
I would
I
hate.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he just was like, I got no choice. I just gotta die.
Yeah.
Can't really escape.
Over
He
it.
can't go very far. Just walking. I watched him just keep walking into the fence one day when he went blind. He was just
Dude, I would hate to go
Over
blind
it.
before I die.
yeah,
That'd be awful, man.
dude.
That brings it up though. Blind's one thing, but deaf. I mean, along the same lines, obviously.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Also, you take that. I don't know. It just seems like that'd be super hectic way of living.
Dude,
What?
awful.
Which one?
Just both, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
not being able to hear but see and
Yeah, I
Vice
mean,
versa.
I see that with like, you know, my grandfather. He's got dementia, and it's like it's such like a debilitating way of dying.
It's
Just
falling apart.
Make it
right?
fast, dude. You fall apart. He's not
Yeah.
even the same person. He's in a point where he's just awaiting death. He's not even living anymore. Like, you know,
Right. Does he spend like most of the day asleep, or just is he not the same person, or
he's
what is
just
it?
he's out of his mind. He's not the same person at
Okay.
all. Like he doesn't even know like who my mom is or I am or anybody.
Yeah.
Every
That's
once in a
such a-
while things will click back just for a second and then they fall off.
That's twisting the knife right there, dude. That
Yeah.
Right.
sucks.
Yeah.
Like, not only is this person gonna like be in like kind of a little bit of misery as they die,
Yeah.
they're gonna forget who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That sucks, man.
Well, that's why it brings up that other thing too with that whole. I know it's extreme, obviously, but the whole Dr. Kevorkian thing.
Right.
I mean, there's something to be said for that
Yeah.
because there's people that want to just be taken out of their misery, but legally or society believes that to be extreme.
Yeah.
But he was just giving people what they wanted, and
Yeah.
I absolutely think that was okay.
Right. And we'd rather like send our elderly grandparent or whatever to live in like in a retirement home where they're really isolated.
Yeah.
And now
miserable.
that's like,
If they're
yeah.
aware, they're miserable. Like I don't imagine you wanting to be.
yeah, I would never want to be. I mean,
Yeah.
I hope that I'm pretty functional until very late in my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd rather die at an old age by some sort of accident or something than just shrivel up like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or I just look at it old or young, no matter when I die,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it to be like a slow death.
Right.
Just
Yeah.
if it's gonna
Yeah.
happen, it's gonna happen. Get it done now.
Right.
Because it's you don't want to lose yourself. Like that's something hard to think, like because you as a person, it's not just your skin, it's what's inside of you, not like you know.
Right.
So does it get to a point where you're just a bag of bones
Yeah.
and you're not even like who you are anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Just disappear.
Yeah. I'm hoping to go and sleep, but
So I hope everyone's
see.
bummed out.
Yeah.
Everyone should
Boom,
be pretty
boom,
bummed out.
boom.
Yeah. Talking about death.
On that note, tomorrow's Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Heart
They-
day.
They were saying that this year they project Americans are going to spend over $18 billion on Valentine's Day. That's like $126 a person. Like through the years, they're predicting that this year Americans are going to spend over $18 billion.
I
That's for
spent.
like
Do you go big, Jack, on Valentine's Day?
I think it. Truth be told, used to be a bigger deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't
Yeah.
know. Being engaged now, it's a little bit different. But I did spend $62 on a edible arrangement. It's 12 strawberries in a little bouquet dipped in chocolate. $60.
Oh
We
my
had-
God.
That was
we had-
retarded. That
we-
was not a good.
Yeah.
That was not a good idea.
I think Jack's clipping a little bit.
we had this argument or this discussion back at Christmas time, because we were looking to send our landlord for this place some sort of present. So we're like, oh, let's go get like chocolate dipped strawberries or something. Looked online and 6 of them was like, what was it, like
$23 or something like that.
And we're talking about, look at the markup. Like all it is a little bit of chocolate and a strawberry that you can go get at the store for, like, you could spend $3 and make them
Yeah.
yourselves.
Oh, absolutely.
better be
I just got raped, dude.
You did, dude.
$62.
Jeez.
And I'm gonna cook dinner at home, which is
You're-
I'm gonna try
you're-
to buy something nice. but-
Yeah. It's easy to get held hostage on Valentine's Day, dude.
Yeah.
By the
Absolutely,
by the
dude.
day itself.
Yeah.
You're just like, fuck, here's my money, dude. I hope it works out for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just buy some shit. Sometimes you don't know what to do.
It's
I
like-
mean, my girlfriend, though, we've got it, like, we always get dinner. Like, we get a good dinner, and we keep it
Right.
kind of small, you know?
Yeah.
But there's been some stressful ones.
Yeah, totally. It's still stressful. It sucks.
Yeah.
Like, I'd much rather have it be very relaxed and not a big deal. Don't overhype it. But she'll downplay it
Mm-hmm.
up until the day of,
Yeah.
and then you better come with something tricky.
Come through, son.
Yeah,
Or else.
because you know what happens on February 15th? They talk amongst their friends and said, I got this and this and this and this and this and that.
Right.
I know,
then-
dude.
Did I do enough?
I went to
Yeah.
the movies.
We rented a movie from the
We
Red Box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good movie, but it was from the Red Box.
Take a picture of the ticket stubs. Put those
No,
up on
actually,
Facebook.
or she'll just lie and make up some elaborate thing like you never did,
Yeah.
just to make herself feel better, and
Yeah.
then come home and yell, not put out for a
And
while.
but tell her friends that she did all
that
this
you
and
killed
that.
it.
and
Yeah,
you
and
killed
then
it.
it just make her more pissed.
Yeah.
And then her friends bring it up to you next time they see you. That was so sweet what you did on Valentine's Day. And you're like, that was a good movie we rented from the Red Box.
It's from the Red Box. Exactly.
I have Django right now in my house waiting. A burned copy of it. It's like a screening.
Bootlegs, dude.
It's a bootleg, dude.
I thought you were actually talking about the person.
The man.
Yeah. Is Jamie
I don't-
Foxx at your house, man?
He's chilling over there, man.
I haven't seen that, dude. I haven't been to the movies in fact, the last time I was at the movies was 2 years ago, maybe.
Uh-huh.
I went and saw Puss in Boots when it came out with my mom for her birthday.
Really?
And
Did you like it?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just not really like the whole Shrek thing. Like, there's funny parts, but it's just I'm not really into that.
Right.
Like, but then even before that, it was like I think I saw the A-Team when it came out.
Jesus, man.
But I used
The
to like
A-Team? Didn't Rampage already like quit acting and then get back into it since then?
probably, dude.
You paid to see that movie?
No, I did not.
Okay.
I did not pay. In fact, I was invited because I think Dre was lonely.
Whatever works. You guys snuck in?
Gotta be a
No.
friend, dude.
No, we just Dre was like, "Hey, let's go to LA and watch A-Team tonight. I'm paying."
Okay.
I was like,
perfect.
No, I'd have been like,
yeah,
yeah.
I got nothing else going on."
Yeah.
I actually. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
I was gonna say I blew it with Argo.
Did you not watch it or you
I
watched
haven't
it?
seen it yet.
It's you know what I like it, but you can tell there's a negative part coming. I didn't think it was like super epic like people say. It was a really good movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I think people are making it out to be like some like crazy epic movie, and it was really good,
Right.
but it's not like legendary to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like there's I don't know what movies are better. You know what I'm saying? It's not like the top tier movie
right.
of this year. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you feel like it was like hyped up more than like. Do you feel that because what I'm seeing too is like I just watched Ted for the first time like maybe 2 months ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I was expecting this hilarious movie
Mm-hmm.
because everybody just hyped the hell out of this movie,
Right.
and I watched it and I was like, there's been funnier episodes of Family Guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny. There's funny parts to it, but I think I built myself up just seeing everybody's reviews. Everyone's like, you got to see it. It's hilarious. I've seen it 3 times already. And I
Yeah,
was
people
like,
were going
and I
nuts
was
over
like,
that movie.
oh, shit,
And-
this is going to be good.
It's one of those movies where you have to catch it like right when it comes out because you're just naturally gonna hear people talking about it and start blowing
Like quotes and
punchlines
shit.
and scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Kind of like Anchorman. I mean, Anchorman's still funny.
Or
but it's-
Hangover.
But,
that was a
but
huge
it's
one,
one of
dude.
those ones where it becomes such like a relative piece of like pop culture.
Yeah.
You just need to
Yeah,
hear
immediately,
it,
huh?
Yeah.
Immediately. That's crazy that people can do that. Like it's just a piece of entertainment and it becomes like part of our culture. You know what I mean? It sticks around
yeah.
for a long time.
But that's one thing that annoys me, dude. Like being in the workplace, like not corporate environment, but just a regular 9 to 5, being in an office, and people will still bring up quotes from movies that are so old, and it's like you can't use those punchlines anymore, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Anchorman,
Borat.
Borat. Yeah, exactly. What's the Will Ferrell one where they're in college?
Actually, someone at work brought up
Oh,
Borat and it was pretty funny the other day,
What's it called?
but it's usually not.
And then the
The one-
fraternity.
Yeah. The one with Will Ferrell and Vince Vaughn, right?
Vince Vaughn,
And,
yeah.
Old school?
Old school.
Old school.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like I mean, the one-liners, like yeah, there's a ton of them, but dude, don't bring up Blue anymore.
Yeah.
Like really, bro, please.
It's been a minute, dude.
It's been a minute, please.
My boy Blue.
I guess so. That's another thing too, though. They don't make comedies like they used to, and I don't really know
No,
if
they
it's
really
the
don't.
actors or the talent or the writers. Or,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They'll make the comedies like they used to, but now they sprinkle titties on it. Like, you know what I mean? And they didn't used to do that.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's
I'm not against sprinkling titties though.
but they
No,
don't
no, no.
they also don't make like ridiculous like Dumb and Dumber comedies anymore.
Right.
Like there was a point where those were like at their peak. Like and I think like probably like Ace Ventura, like Dumb and Dumber.
Right.
That was like a good time. It was Jim Carrey, I guess, but it was a good time for like stupid, silly comedies, like Half Baked. That was hilarious, dude.
It was. But then you look at like comedies like Three Amigos or Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah.
Like anything like Steve Martin, Chevy Chase,
Dude,
John Candy.
Three Amigos is so good.
I mean, like those are just amazing comedies that just can't be replicated.
Yeah, my dad like forced me to watch Blazing Saddles once, and I was like, "Fuck, this is hilarious, dude!" It was so good. I wasn't. I mean, I wanted to watch it, but I wasn't really down, and I just thought it was out of date, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like probably like 14 or something, and it was just so funny, dude.
Right.
Dude, you know what's funny? Like how did you dress at 14? I don't think anyone dresses at 14 the way. Well, I mean, for sure not the way they do now, but it was like a confusing.
14, 8th grade.
Yeah.
That's what I was just trying to figure out.
That was a
freshman year.
strange time for me, dude.
I was just, like wearing Stussy and Fresh Jive, I think, and
Maui
like just
and Sons.
t-shirts and corduroy shorts and simple shoes.
Dude, I was trying so hard to dress like that, and I was like not able
Simple
to.
shoes for sure. Dude.
Remember Simple Shoes?
Dude, yep. I
Simple,
used to have-
literally
those are
simple
the
with a
shit.
period.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I used to have quite a few pairs.
Yeah, those are the shit.
I got some one time, and I thought it was so fucking awesome because I think I was a nerdy kid, dude. Looking back, I think in middle school that was like the top of my nerdiness. Like I was at the top of my game.
You peaked?
When it got peaked
Nerdiness
in nerdiness.
peaked?
Yeah, and it was like 8th grade, and I was trying so hard. Like I was like, maybe I should get a basketball jersey. I kind of like basketball, you know. And I played basketball at lunch and like have my jersey on, and then I was like, I'll do something else. And, like I didn't know how to skate, you know. Like, dude, when I was skating, like in quotes, you know.
Yeah, of course.
I picked it up and then it was going really well. But I couldn't I didn't realize until I mastered turning left that I could not turn right. Like I just wasn't able to turn right.
Really?
Rollerblading or skateboarding?
Skateboarding.
Okay, SK8.
Skating. Or what?
Remember?
Fruit
we
boots or
used
wood
to
pushing?
8 instead of like spelling
the
it out
number
as a
8.
Yeah, exactly.
SK8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
SK8.
SK8.
Yeah. But I was
You
like,
couldn't
fuck, dude,
turn what?
I guess I'll be a skater. Like I can skate now.
Was it the way you were standing? Because I mean, you play drums.
Yeah.
You're left-handed, but you play drums like a right-handed drummer would.
Right.
Do you
But
think
when I I stood like so my batting stance is left-handed. That's how I stood on the skateboard.
Okay, so your right foot was in front.
So that's goofy footed.
Yeah.
Goofy footed. Yeah.
Yeah, but you
okay.
couldn't turn what?
I couldn't turn to the right. I don't think. Or it
Like
was one
you
direction. or the
literally
other.
couldn't.
Like I couldn't get the board to do it. I lose my balance.
Really?
Yeah, it was
this
weird.
isn't
I'd
NASCAR,
make super wide turns.
It's really weird.
Well, if they
It's
was
all toe heel pressure.
You just
explain that to
couldn't
me.
put weight. You could've
Explain that
put-
to my 14-year-old brain, dude.
You could have put weight on your heel.
Yeah,
It sounds, can you do it now? This sounds like a bigger issue than just skateboarding.
dude. I have not gotten on a skateboard since then.
I think we
I
need to
probably
see this.
can.
Yeah, I believe in you.
We need to
I'm
record.
pretty
Yeah.
sure, I'm
Let's
pretty
see if I
sure
can
you
do
can
it.
make it.
If I can turn to the right, whichever one I can do, I won't be able to do that.
Have you ever been snowboarding?
No,
Interesting.
no, I haven't.
I haven't either. I want to.
Really?
I've been wakeboarding. You've been wakeboarding?
Never.
What about snowboarding?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I've been water skiing.
Wow.
Water skiing.
Nothing.
Never been water skiing.
You know, water skiing is easy. It's hard. Cue the drums. It's hard to get up when you're water skiing, but then once you do, it's hard to like fall.
Once you get up.
Yeah, once you get up,
Stabilized on it, yeah.
it's super stable once
Yeah.
you're going.
Right.
So it took me a long time, like I was saying, to like be able to stand up. You know, and then once I was able to, like they were literally trying to like knock me off at the end, like just to get me to.
Yeah.
That's
With
how
the
we kick
wakes
everyone
and
off.
whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You fall down, next person gets in.
Right. So at the end they'd whip you and stuff, and I just wasn't falling. So it's weird.
Slamming you into rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go up.
No.
Did you have any problems turning right then?
No, it's good.
No, you got
That
it.
was good.
Okay.
Yeah. I was just following the boat though.
I gotta imagine it's gotta be a little harder to wakeboard than to snowboard.
Is that on
'Cause
your
the
knees?
water's
I-
consistently
Yeah, it
like
changes.
a variable. Like a snow's pretty compact and
And you have another like variable of the boat pulling you up to begin with. But I look at it like, because I want to go snowboarding, and I look at the concept of the fact that I'm strapped in.
right.
And so I understand the fact that like, you know, the mobility is like a lot with like angles, and you're kind of like moving your heel or your ankles and stuff a bit.
Yeah.
But I feel there is more variables on wakeboarding because you have all the wakes, the waves, everything depending on how everything's going, and you're also the boat. You don't want to pull.
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Right,
wakeboarding's on your knees, right?
No,
Oh.
no.
Oh, okay, how
it's,
is it?
it's standing up. It's like a snowboard,
Oh, okay,
but
okay.
being
Yeah,
pulled
yeah.
behind a boat.
That's kneeboarding. What I was thinking of.
yes.
Yeah.
Much,
The one that's on your
much
knees.
simpler name for it.
But yeah, I've definitely been trying to go snowboarding for a while. I think I want to go this year sometime.
Let's do it.
Alec and David go all the time.
Yeah,
we
I
should
know.
all go, man. It's a good time.
We should go because like everyone I know has gone pretty much.
Yeah.
Like David goes. Yeah, I know David. He's nodding his head because he does.
Yes.
But yeah, a lot of people I know have gone, even if they've just gone like once or twice. You know,
Yeah,
it's something
a good
everyone's
time.
experienced. Yeah,
And Mountain High's so close and convenient
yeah,
in Wrightwood, so there's really no excuse.
right.
How far away is Mountain High?
From here, maybe an hour and a half.
Oh, really? Mammoth is 3, 4,
Yeah.
5 hours.
4 or
5
5
hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm.
It's a nice drive. And Mammoth's huge, but that shit's really overwhelming if you're first starting. Like Mountain High is a pretty small mountain.
Really?
Like the runs are kind of tighter, and I don't know, but
Is Mountain High? They have man-made snow, right?
they do both.
Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
So what's up with your clothes, dude? Do you have anything new coming out soon, or is there anything that's been released lately?
Yeah, actually, I just released the Holiday 12 product in store maybe about 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's fun, but at the same time frustrating because the way seasons work with me releasing this stuff now so late, the selling season kind of shrinks the window.
Okay.
Yeah, because in California you have months where you're expecting it to be hot,
Right.
it's cold, and vice versa, unless you're wearing the middle of summer. But yeah, things have been going good.
Cool.
New collections dropped. Yeah.
So where are you guys based out of, man? I don't even know like where.
So everything is designed out of my house.
Okay.
And then everything's produced in Santa Ana. So all the fabrics purchased in downtown LA.
Mm-hmm.
And then what I'll do is basically kind of go down there, see what I'm feeling, grab some swatches, take it back to the house, sketch the line, and then go purchase the bulk yardage, and then take it down to Santa Ana with sketches of the garments.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll mock up prototypes, and I'll see the samples, okay, everything, and then we'll go into production.
Yeah. So and this start like to do what you're doing, you're able to like take fabric and like make a shirt on your
Yeah.
own.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Is that something that like someone has to know in order to do what you're doing, or is that just something that you thought you should learn?
Well, I don't know. It's a little bit, I guess it could go both ways. I don't necessarily think that people need to be formally trained to do what I do.
Yeah.
But it just depends on how you approach it. For instance, if you were to go down to the place where I purchase fabric and grab some yardage,
Mm-hmm.
and then take the hoodie that you're wearing and tell a sewing contractor that you would like this hooded sweatshirt made in this fabric, you wouldn't really have to do any technical work. They would just knock off the pattern of your garment and then simply produce it in the fabric that you've purchased.
Okay.
So in turn, you could kind of design that way, and that does happen.
Mm.
On the mass market level, like for instance, Forever 21 does a lot of that. It's just knocking off other people's designs and putting their labels on it.
Mm.
So you don't have to be formally trained.
Is there? Oh, go ahead, Nick.
But I look at it too. I mean, I totally agree with that. And it's cool to like. It doesn't hurt to learn your craft. It doesn't learn to learn all the aspects of the craft.
Yeah.
So you know what goes into each process, and you kind of understand that. Oh well, this part's going to take a little more time than this part, and this part needs to get done before this part. So that kind of helps too.
Yeah.
I look at like learning.
It seems like it's a thing where like if I wanted to design clothes but I didn't know how to do that, it'd be harder to get my idea out, right? I mean, it would just be like a 2D sketch, and that would be the best you could do.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
I mean, the good news is, like, for instance, for someone like me, I don't really have those artistic skills to be able to flat sketch and make these amazing sketches with movement and
Yeah.
kind of handle the line that way, which is an amazing talent. And I think on the East Coast, it's still very popular on, the higher end side of things. But with me, with the presence of like Illustrator, I'm able to do flat sketches in there and create all my style lines and do all my busy work through that program, and kind of use that as my medium for creating the garments. And that makes the process that much easier. Because from that point, once you can get the flat sketches done and you have your fabric selected, it's a matter of having the know-how as far as construction goes, from anywhere from, your thread to your trims to your label to your anything, calling out pockets and creating a technical package it's just part of the craft, like Nick was saying.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what drives like the style? Like, or do you think of like certain decades that you want to like bring up again and then modernize them?
You know what's funny is I feel like it's very cliche for I don't know, a lot of design houses and just a lot of designers to reference the past and eras. And with me, I've never really done, be honest, I've never done homework as far as I know what was popular is, from, the 60s to current time. But you look at like the 1900s or even the 1800s to the 1920s, the 30s, the 40s. I don't really know what they were wearing.
Right.
That really doesn't inspire me. I'm just inspired by kind of what's going on with modern culture. And then I guess just borrowing a little bit of this and a little bit of that from some of my favorite designers. And just honestly, it's as easy as making shit that you like. And you guys are in the music industry, and it's the same thing. You want to produce music that you're into and stuff that you care about, because, I mean, we're not getting any younger. So at this point, to me, that's first and foremost. And I'm inspired by a lot of things, but I feel like it's very cliched as I'm inspired by, this line was inspired by modern architecture mixed with, this. It's overthought, and I feel like it's just song and dance, and you just made cool shit because that's what was in your head at the time.
Yeah, and you want to wear what you design. You don't want to design something that you don't want to wear. So obviously you're just like, cool, this stuff inspires me. I like this. I want to wear this.
Right.
I'm gonna make it.
Exactly.
And hopefully other people want to wear it too.
It's a thing that you have if you're involved in the art, whatever the art is. You know what I mean? You can look at something and go, wow, it would be cooler in my situation if it sounded like this. But Jack might be like, oh, it looks cool. It would be cooler if it looked like this.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's weird because I couldn't really see that side of things, like the visual side. Like when a artist made a painting or something, I thought it looked cool or it didn't, but it was like based on like what the picture was of or something. You know what I mean?
Right. And
and not until I started making music did I start seeing things that way visually, where I can like see like why like a collar would look like, why you could have like a signature collar, right? Isn't that something you do kind of?
Yeah, totally. And that's the thing. The best part of creating art or music or fashion or apparel, rather, it would just be the fact that it's completely subjective. It's depending on who's looking at it. Some people might think it looks horrific. Some people might hear a song and think it's horrible. Yeah. But then the next guy comes along or girl comes along and thinks it's awesome, and that's the best part of it. Your eyes will interpret what they will. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really, when you're doing something on that big of a scale, like obviously you're designing and putting out what you want, but you also want it to be a career. So
absolutely.
So like there is that passion there where like, oh, people like what I'm doing like this. I'm going to keep doing things similar to this. Yeah, you can do 100 different other things, but it's consumer based. That, I mean, you, like we were talking about before, like it's like music. You can't even hate the artist anymore. Right. You can't be mad at the artist for putting out a song. It's the people that download it 30 million times off iTunes or something like that.
The thing with music, there's so many different sounds out there, and whoever it is, I don't know what the position is, the person who actually signs the artists, they're the ones that are really deciding what people are going to like.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if we there's little like tiny subgenres of music that exist in certain parts of the country and the world, and they're good enough that if enough people had exposure to them, it would be a legitimate new genre of music alongside hip hop, alongside rock or country. You know what I mean?
Right.
But they just don't expose that genre. They decide that no, we're gonna stick to this kind of music or whatever. This sort of hip hop, that's what we're gonna play right now, or this sort of house music or something, or rock, whatever. Yeah. It's weird. Those people they have so much control because they can just choose the next superstars. They can browse YouTube and just choose something out of that.
Right.
How many songs are there just out there in the world, and how many songs do you hear played 20 times a day on one radio station?
Dude, right. Power 106 is by far the worst. It's crazy.
Yeah, man.
Kendrick Lamar and A$AP Rocky, like
they just feed it all day.
You'll hear those same songs on the hour every single hour, and it's just
pretty
process of repetition.
That's not even much of an exaggeration. Like
no,
it happens all the time. Where like the last song I hear before I step into the office is the first song I hear when I get out. And in between, I've heard shit like on the hour, like you're saying.
Yeah, it's crazy. Kiss FM does the same thing. I mean, K-Rock does the same thing. I guess it works, but are they figuring that their listener isn't consistently tuning in, or they just don't care? They're going to play the same music?
I don't know which it is. it's almost like I think it's beyond that even. I think it's just like, well, our advertisers get to pay a certain amount of music when we play this type of music, or a certain amount of dollars for advertising when we play this type of music. I don't know what's going to happen if we play this. We might not be able to charge as much for commercials anymore because we might lose listeners. I don't know. And it's really not even about getting the artist to get noticed anymore. No, it's about, well, what's gonna keep our commercial prices where they're at. And I don't know the business terms for it. That's what I think it's doing. That's what I think they're doing.
Have you noticed almost every major radio station on the internet, or on the air, is they take their breaks at the on 15s. The 15 and 45, all stations go to commercial break at the same time. It's like an agreement. So that you don't tune off of this channel and you go on this one, you're like, oh, I like this song, and you stay there, and then you just stay on that channel for an hour. Yeah. They all go to commercial break at the same time, and they all have to come back at the same time.
That's funny.
So
I haven't really noticed it.
Yeah, every time you have like you're in a commercial break, guaranteed it's like between 15, 20 minutes before the end and beginning of the hour, and you just go through all the major stations, and they'll all be on commercial break.
It's crazy.
It's kind of weird.
Makes sense though, I guess.
Yeah, it's like an agreement, you know.
It's an agreement, and it's when you're a radio station, you're not making money off of the songs you're playing. Right. You're making money off the commercials that you're putting on the air.
Right.
What about payola?
I don't know if that exists anymore. It probably does. It probably
sure
does.
It does to an extent.
To an extent, it definitely does. Like it's technically illegal, but there's so many different ways around it, and like quote unquote donations and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, you can claim anything as a donation.
Nonprofit music agencies,
right?
Helping feed musicians.
Yeah, exactly. Jeez, that's crazy.
What about you guys though? I want to hear about new musical ventures.
You know what, dude? I've gotten so into I've been wanting to do this for a while. This is something I've been wanting to do for a while, and I'm also doing a radio show on Mondays. So I'm still writing music, and I still like love to do it, and I can spend a full day doing it, like no problem. But I feel like it's just helping me like put all like that I'm interested in into perspective. Like it's cool because when I do the radio show, I can talk about. We spend some time talking about music and stuff like that also, and I like that I can talk about it from the perspective of someone who's making it. You know what I mean? Right. And that kind of supplements the show. And then, as far as my music writing goes, like being on that show every Monday, hearing different stuff influences my music.
Right.
And then like, you know, doing this, like writing music and hearing music all the time helps me on this podcast. Cause like the idea is to talk to different artists and things like that. So I'm always like up on shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's weird that it's become this like big, like this like triangle thing of like stuff that's feeding my interests. So I'm still writing music, but it's not like my only goal anymore. Like if, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm writing a lot more lately. Actually, I've got a bunch of different things. Like I wrote a bunch of stuff, and that maybe like 6 months ago I wrote a whole bunch of tracks that I'd played everything for. And then Ruben, I don't know if you've met Ruben, but he's one of my partners in here. He comes from almost like he does like a lot of hip hop production and stuff. So he and I have been working on stuff. He'll kind of like come up with a beat, and then I've been putting some live instruments down on it. We got a few tracks. Those are kind of cool. Bobby and I have been working on a lot of stuff. Like it kind of fell off the last like couple months, but I mean, we were in here at least once or twice a week working on stuff. And so I mean, I've got like a bank of songs, but I have no like current focus. Like I'm kind of spread out in a whole bunch of different directions right now with getting this place finished and getting, you know, this whole type of thing going. But yeah, I'm definitely writing a lot more, and it's fun again. Like for a while it was like a chore, and now it's like fun again.
It's good to hear.
One of the things that I worry about with my own music writing, as far as like what the audience would be, is that I change genres a lot. Like I wrote some house music, and then I started getting into hip hop, and then lately the last stuff that Nick and I were listening to and kind of working with was like 92 or not 92, it was like 98 BPM, 96 BPM, like almost like R&B type beats. You know what I mean? Like it's not like the current hip hop music where it's all like boom, 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 like 808s and really slow. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a little more like I don't know what's a good song that's like 98.
Drum and bass kind of.
No, it's just like funkier, like a Moonwalker type. Like no, maybe not even. Like Billie Jean is probably like 96 BPM.
Okay.
Like music that's that speed.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like like that kind of stuff.
Right.
I think it's just cool because it doesn't. A lot of the music now, I love electronic music. Like I love it, and I don't mind all the bass and like all that, the 808s, and I like dubstep and stuff like that. But I feel like a lot of music now is just starting to rely on the bass, and at that, I feel like doing the music at that speed, where it's not like that like trap speed or like dubstep speed.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little faster. It requires that other instruments are more involved.
Right.
So
Layering.
Yeah, I'm not huge into like electronic music. I come more from like the I like playing guitar and bass, piano, like actual live acoustic type instruments. I like keyboards and stuff to an extent, but I get overwhelmed when it's just like 10 tracks of just like electronics.
Right.
Like that like I almost get like a buzzy, like it feels buzzy to me, like it.
Mm-hmm. What about somebody like a Flying Lotus?
I'm not too familiar.
Heard?
that's like dubstep-ish, right?
It's not really though. It's electronic more than dubstep, but
What's like a song that?
I don't know.
Well,
songs, they just have
Well,
albums.
speaking of R&B, Boys to Men are playing. They're back together.
Are they on that tour that
We're
the Backstreet Boys?
at 98 degrees. We were just talking about
They're
this.
playing at the Grove on Saturday.
Okay, dude.
Yeah,
If you're what's Nick
Baby.
Lachey's
baby.
Drew.
what's Nick Lachey's wife's name?
Jessica Simpson?
No,
I don't know.
No,
No.
it's
I know.
It's that girl that used to be on MTV.
Wasn't she the Doritos girl too? She's
her
hot.
name?
The
Hot
Doritos
brunette.
girl from the Super Bowl commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is
Okay.
it? Okay.
So if you're this chick, Christina, your wife, and you met him way after that whole 98 degrees phase left, and you're kind of embarrassed by it, but it's
Yeah.
kind of cute. I'm sure he sings that shit to you when you're in the privacy of your own home.
Yeah.
But he decides that they're going to try to make another quick buck and give it another run. Aren't you sincerely embarrassed to see him doing that?
I don't know, man.
That give me just one night, una noche?
Give me just one night. Wait, that's not him. That's
Yes.
like Enrique Iglesias, isn't it?
No, bro, that's 98 degrees. Those are white dudes singing "Give Me Just One Night, Una Noche."
Oh yeah. I was thinking of
I like girls
A-
that
a
wear
completely different song.
Abercrombie,
If it-
bitch.
yes.
Who's that?
No, that
That's-
wasn't them though.
that's
That was
not
that was the
98
same.
degrees,
That
but
was the same.
I take her if I
Give
had
me
one
just one
wish.
night. Yeah. I
Una
remember that
Noche.
song now. Yeah.
God, what band
Man,
was
You
that?
have to be embarrassed to hear him sing
Yeah,
that. But
yeah.
that song, yeah,
You definitely have to be. Like,
that song sucked, but I liked it.
I'm trying to remember who that artist
Did
was.
you like that song?
That makes sense
It
to
was-
me.
it was
Yeah,
a
no, I've
whole-
heard songs that I like that suck.
Take her
For
if
sure.
I had one wish.
I know what you're saying.
Like a lot of songs that suck.
That I like.
In fact, all the music I like sucks.
You know that shit on your iTunes though that you're afraid to have on there? I'll
Yeah.
get harassed by like Strung Out or Further Seems Forever, like
Yeah.
certain artists that I'm not deleting. Copeland. I'm
You
not
get
taking
harassed
that
for
off.
Further Seems Forever.
Dude, at work?
What?
They've never heard of them. No, they don't know who that is.
Dude,
what?
I would.
Great jams, but no, dude. That
You know who I feel one of those artists is Flow Rider. Like
He's
Flowrider?
the worst, dude.
I'm-
He's
I'm-
awful.
I feel like he's one of those artists that he's probably only sold like 100,000 albums,
fake
but
rapper
he's
guy,
went
right?
he's went
Yeah.
platinum on every single single that he's put out. He's like went platinum on, and I feel it's like people down they'll have like 3 Flow Rider songs on their iPod, but they won't have a Flow Rider album.
no.
But
no,
it's one
no
of
one does, dude. The only reason people like Flo Rida is because he does songs with famous house artists and shit like that.
Well, that's why I was gonna say that new single that he has, like he sampled the sample,
The Bingo Player song, right?
right?
Yeah.
And he killed it.
I don't think he killed it, dude. I think he sucked it up.
No, I'm not saying I like the
Oh,
song.
like
I'm saying
murdered it.
he literally is making a
the
shit
song
ton of
sucks.
money
Yeah.
off that shitty song.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Killed
Financially,
it
he
from
killed it.
financially, yeah.
He killed it financially.
But that song
That's correct.
stink, dude. I saw him like perform that live on I don't know, like Jimmy Kimmel or something. I'm like, this is not good.
Yeah, it's just awful.
He's like the Will Smith of our time, dude. As far
Yeah.
as rappers go, he's just innocuous. It's like what you're like a party dude. What are you?
Nelly was
Yeah, that's
definitely better
weird,
than
dude.
him, but Nelly was kind of like
Nelly made hits. Dude.
Nelly made some really good songs,
Yeah.
but he like I felt he actually he's sold a lot of albums,
He's-
but I feel he was one of those artists where like it was more about his singles than it was about his album.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
he's almost
always,
like
dude, yeah.
some people might not like this, but almost like an Anthony Kiedis type dude, where he doesn't have to be singing in the song. It's gonna be good music. You know what I mean? He said
Right.
that himself, that like he feels that the Red Hot Chili Peppers without him would be like an awesome like jazz kind of
Yeah.
rock band. You know what I mean? And they would be. And he's taking songs that are like from, you know, the top producers in the world. They're already hits. And then he raps on them, and he does a decent job. He does rap. That's all he's doing really. He's meeting the criteria. He's rapping.
Yeah, but
Cool.
he's all those
That's
songs
it.
are like things that you'll hear in a club. And
Yeah.
how many people go to clubs?
But
Like,
they were in clubs before he even
No,
made the
yeah,
vocal version.
yeah, absolutely.
It's like he's unnecessary.
Yeah, but he bought the track and put his voice on it, and people go, "Oh, I like it now."
Yeah.
Question. Truthfully, Anthony Kiedis, good voice. Yes or no? That's a no. That's a double no. This is 3 no's. It's not.
No, I don't think it's that great. He's almost like rapping. It's almost like a spoken word type, where it's. I don't think it's meant to be like melodic and pretty and musical.
He can harmonize.
He can
I suppose.
he can
but
hold a note.
He can't sing.
No,
per
he
se.
can't. He can't, and I hate the fact that he can get away with just doing bullshit. Like some of this shit that he says and like does, it's like it's absolute garbage, but it passes.
Flapjack.
Right.
It passes for a song, and people like it, and
Pork
they think
chop.
it's all creative. But then you're in the
SoundCloud.
studio, and it's like one of those things. You're like, oh, I need to get a vocal pattern. Oh, and
Yeah.
then they're just like, oh, that scratch track. Let's just leave that in there. It's perfect.
That was amazing. Do that
Well,
again. Do that
Everyone's
again.
gonna love it.
Yeah, it is like.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I don't
And
know.
it's just
Yeah, but I mean, what I hope is that he has some sort of creative input, like in the music too. I could appreciate that if
I'm
he's
sure he
not
does.
an amazing singer, but he's good at arranging the songs or something,
Yeah.
or maybe he's writing some of the guitar parts and he just doesn't play on stage. There's people that do that.
He's
Yeah.
amazing
If-
at song titles.
Yeah, it's like he names the shit out of
An
songs.
amazing song titleist.
Yeah.
It's not even a word, but he's an
Yeah.
amazing song titleist.
He was like, I got it. Under the bridge.
In that voice too.
Californication. Get it? Get what I did there?
Yeah.
Because I say California in every single song.
I'd like him
Yeah,
a little more
exactly.
too if he didn't just bring up California in every fucking song he made. Like, just why don't you just not mention it? We know already.
I heard some
We
It's
get
been
it.
weird.
years,
We
son.
get it, bro.
I heard some weird statistic that there's only like, isn't it like there's only like 5 or 6 songs that they've come out with that don't say California in them.
Really?
That don't mention California.
True?
Let's see.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look this
Yeah,
up.
look
I think you
look that
should.
up.
Wait, now
Like in some reference.
He
to
always
California.
mentions California.
Red Hot Chili Peppers headlining the last day of Coachella.
That bums me out.
What?
Because they already have.
This isn't Wango Tango, bro. This isn't Weenie Roast. Like, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
Weenie Roast for sure.
a lot of people are gonna go home early on Sunday.
Yeah, I wouldn't care to be there. I mean, like I probably would stay for a couple tracks or songs or whatever, but I don't think I'd stay for the whole thing. They played a couple years ago, and people said it wasn't that good. So
I mean, those people have so much money. You're putting this festival on for 2 weekends. Give me
Yeah.
Bowie. Give me The
Something.
Cure. Give me
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
an amazing.
What are the police doing?
Yeah, right?
yeah,
I mean,
dude.
shit.
Yo,
There's-
Sting.
Just let
When-
Sting and Phil Collins go up
Has
there.
David
and go
Bowie
at it.
played yet?
I don't think he has. That dude's
That'd
been
be-
rumored to play like maybe since the inception
Yeah,
of the
dude.
show.
See,
That'd
and
be
it's stupid too.
amazing. Can
Yeah.
you imagine that set?
Uh,
It'd be pure hits for
dude,
2
yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd wait around for that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Wu-Tang should have headlined their own stage at least on like Saturday.
They're
if
not even
Sunday.
a headliner, right?
No, they're not. They're playing at the big stage, but they're like 3 or 4 acts below or something like that.
And
It's-
Phoenix is headlining that.
Yeah,
night.
Phoenix,
Phoenix
who fucking-
headlined like
yeah,
2 years ago.
and they sucked.
that confused
Yeah.
the fucking shit out
And
of
then
me.
Weird.
Phoenix.
Yeah, and then Stone Roses is headlining on Friday, and I'm not ashamed to say I don't know who the fuck they
I
are.
thought it was the Rolling Stones, bro.
It was the Stone Roses.
I don't know what that is.
No,
I was confused.
no
the
one
whole
does,
time.
dude. If you're claiming to know who the Stone Roses are, you're a fucking. I don't know. I feel like hardly anyone I know knows about them.
I don't know who the Stone Roses are. I might know a song if I heard it, but I wouldn't be like, oh, that's a Stone Roses song.
Dude, I played the song with the most hits on YouTube, and I didn't know what the fuck it was.
Point
Any
proven.
idea.
How do you even find that?
Yeah, well, just the first thing that comes up. You know what I mean? With the most hits.
Oh,
It-
yeah.
yeah.
I thought you said you just played a video of the most hits, like the most watched video on YouTube.
Oh no, from them. Well, from the
From
Stone
them.
Roses. Yeah, like their most popular one. You know?
I bet a
Any-
lot of people have, and still don't know who the hell they are.
Yeah, I took a picture. I'll,
Like a '90s band, early '90s maybe.
They were early 90s, yeah.
Okay.
Like mid 80s, early 90s. But I actually took a picture. This is funny. Let's do this. I took a picture of how many likes they had on Facebook on the day they announced the lineup.
Okay.
And I want to check back one of these days and see how many they have now.
Why don't you do it?
I think today's that day.
Today
Do
might
it.
be
Today's
that day.
that day.
Do it.
All right. Let's see.
Just check the status of it.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Coachella, man. It seems like their lineup is just getting completely like repetitious. Like so many bands that played last year are playing again, but now they're just playing a bigger stage.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
playing, yeah,
exactly.
It's becoming like it's like the radio we're talking about, dude. It's just political. It's
It's weird too, because at one point they were saying that they don't want to have bands play more than once, and there were only a handful of bands that actually did. But at this point, like everyone's played. Everyone that's playing has like played before. It seems like, you know, or maybe a third or like a quarter, but it's still a lot.
Yeah,
At least give us like a 5-year gap or something, so you can miss you playing and then see you again.
Yeah, or at least forget you sucked.
That dude.
That's the way I look at it.
All right, so I'm logging in now to the Facebook.
Facebooks.
This is the Stone Roses.
The Stone Roses, yeah.
Is it possible to play a song so we can hear it while you're looking?
Yep.
Yeah. Should I just play it in the room?
Yeah, just play it and turn the mic down.
Okay.
I feel like we all need to hear this.
Pulling up a song right
Yeah,
now.
I can't think of any Stone Roses song.
I Want to Be Adored. This guy's flopping around all weird too in the music video. It's a really strange experience to actually watch this. 2 million views. That's it. 2 million. 2 million.
And they're headlining the second day of Coachella?
I was too far from the mic this whole time. Damn it. Ooh. What's up? Shaving could be a sensitive issue.
Skip this ad. 5 seconds.
That bun's not coming out. Jeez.
You're blowing it.
We got 18 seconds.
I don't know. I kind of want to hear it.
Yeah.
It's about shaving. I don't think you'd be interested, dude.
Yeah, but he said...
I don't know if that's your thing.
No, I shaved last week.
Trimmed.
Yeah.
No, I didn't even do that.
No.
Okay, almost done. What they're saying is go with Fusion Gillette. We can expect
Expect good
we
things.
can expect a good thing from that, I guess. All right, here's the song. Can you hear it? Then?
Turn the mic down onto it.
Now it's like. Hang on. It's the internet.
Spooling?
Oh no, is it playing?
Just turn it down.
There we go.
I can't hear it.
No.
It's like an intro. It's like a really serious intro at first. Wait, am I still there? I can hear myself. Yeah, there we go. It lost me.
That's better. There you go. Hear bass.
I don't even want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Good. It's not that good.
I'm already over it.
See, and I'm not afraid. Like, I don't know who thinks it is really good. I don't.
Here, I'm gonna mute you while you get that mic back in place. Are you good?
Yeah. Good. Okay. So on Facebook now they had at the time that I took the picture, 547,952 likes, and now they have 557,126.
I can't do that math in my head.
Nobody cares.
So they've gone up about 10,000 likes.
10,000.
Yeah.
Well, I guess some people care.
Some people do care. When don't nobody else care?
Maybe.
Tupac cares.
How many tickets do they sell for Coachella?
I don't know. But and also this,
like for a weekend.
Wasn't it like 15,000? Am I incorrect? Am I way off?
I have no clue.
I took that picture on the 24th, so it's not really been a long time. It's been almost a month. It's not bad. Bastards.
The Stone Roses.
The Stone Roses.
And who's headlining the first day? It's
them.
Stone Roses is the first one.
Yeah.
Saturday is
Phoenix? No.
Right. No,
Yeah,
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Phoenix is headlining. I still
And
can't
then-
get over that.
because when they played 2 years ago, they didn't really headline on the main stage. They were on that.
The one to the right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they just played. Like
They
you
just
can't-
played.
And like the same year, like Passion Pit played, XX played. They're both playing again.
Yeah.
Yassir's playing again. They
Yep.
played that
They
year.
played the 2010, I think.
2010. Okay, so it's like it's. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it. Are you going, Jack?
I'm not.
You're not. Yeah, I'm not either, man. I was kind of bummed because I wanted to go.
I'm kind of bummed too, but
Like, I would still be happy to go.
I still might.
Don't get me wrong, Golden Voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you want to kick us
Someone's
down.
listening. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll take some, but
Yeah.
As we're talking shit, they're to line up
Hey,
and pretty much
brother.
everything. They do. Red Hot
No,
Chili
but really,
Peppers.
I want to go.
It's all fun and games, so you got free tickets.
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
What's this say? The first weekend of Coachella.
Okay, so
80 to according to NBC Los Angeles, 80 to 85,000.
Holy shit, I was way off. I said 15.
Samsonite.
80 to 85,000.
Jeez. 80 to 85,000
80,000 people.
80 to 85,000.
Jeez.
80 people to
That's a town,
85,000.
dude.
That's crazy.
80 to 85,000 people.
Attend. I'm guessing that's. Can you fit that many people in that area? I guess you can.
Well,
I mean,
people
that's-
they disperse. Like,
Yeah,
some
yeah.
people go to
plus,
hotels.
you're
and
not
stuff.
going to have all those people in one place at one
Yeah.
time. Everyone shows up and kind of comes and goes as they please. Yeah.
Oh, so I have the list of songs that that have California mentioned in them from Chili Peppers.
Wait, wasn't it how many songs do not mention it?
Yeah, it was
Or
something
what
there was like
what statistic did you bring?
10, but
This is how many songs they've written that do mention
Do
California.
mention,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah. It's Californication, Danny California, Deep Kick, Desecration Smile, Emmett Remus, Fight Like a Brave, The Greeting Song, Happiness Loves Company, Hollywood, Magic Johnson, Parallel Universe, The Organic Anti-Beatbox, True Men Don't Kill Coyotes, Out in L.A., Ready Made, Under the Bridge, Warlocks.
so that's 17.
17?
17.
Jeez, that's a lot of. Was that in one album? Was that in Californication or? No, it's not because the Under the Bridge was mentioned. I don't know though.
And isn't Magic Johnson a person?
He's a song also.
Magic Johnson the song, not the person.
It's the song.
There's a difference, bro.
Magic Johnson. Magic Johnson, by the way, he's bought his way out of AIDS, huh? Like he's gonna make it. He's
Yeah.
gonna be all right.
It's gone.
It's undetectable now, huh?
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
Super crazy.
All you have to do is buy your way out.
Yeah, it's like he's almost like. Do you think it's deeper than money? Like it's just like
Illuminati.
just a celebrity in the people's sight, you know? Like
I don't know. I mean, I think what it shows is that you can just, if you have the means, you can survive almost any disease.
and means is just fiscal. It's just money.
Yeah, I
Except
totally
cancer.
mean dollars. Yeah, but I don't know how interested
I think that's luck
the
of the draw.
I don't know how interested the medical establishment is in curing cancer.
Really?
I don't.
Moneymaker?
It's a moneymaker, dude.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
a moneymaker. A friend of mine sent me it was like a annual like report or something of the status of the American Cancer Association or one of these
Right.
cancer associations, and the way they talk about the amount of cases they expect to receive. You know, we're gonna see this increase from this year to last year, so our budget's gonna be bigger, and we're gonna pull in this much more money because we're expecting this many more cases this
Yeah.
year. And what they're talking about, dude, is people getting cancer. Like how many chemo treatments they're gonna have to issue, and how they're gonna make more money than last year because we're expecting there to be more cases this year.
Yeah.
We're seeing an increase. It's like business is good.
It's a trend report for diseases.
Yeah, dude.
What's
yeah.
trending?
Yeah.
Cancer's up.
Cancer's up. Well, good. Good.
Oh, great, that's
We'll
good.
just keep with cancer here.
What are our numbers? How are we gonna? It's projections. It's
Yeah.
it's
It's like a product. It's like a business.
horrible.
Right. It's like. So should we get into colds or colds? We got colds. Okay, cancer's still
Colds,
working. All right,
Because
we'll
they
stick
just
with
they,
cancer.
Shingles.
they
Shingles
look
are
at it, they're
down,
like,
okay.
okay,
Shingles down.
well, if we can cure cancer for $10,000 per case,
Yeah.
cure each person, or we can bring it back here for multiple chemo treatments and checkups and this and this and that.
Yeah.
We can make $100,000 per person.
If we extend their life for 7 years, we can make this much more money than if we cure it in 1 year.
yeah.
So
and then also they go, wait, now let's look at the definitions of surviving cancer and dying from cancer. And let's make the definition of surviving cancer. We'll make that if you live for 5 years. And this is a fact. Like, this is not like surviving cancer. Whenever you read any report that shows you how many people are surviving from cancer in 1989 compared to 2013, they have defined what surviving cancer means, and it means you live with it for 5 years.
that's
if
surviving.
But you die after that, you still survive.
If you die in 7 years or die in 6 years, you survived cancer according to their stats. Good job, dude. You made it.
Who thought of that
It's
idea?
not.
Who?
You know what it is?
That
They go
makes
into it
no
with the
sense.
idea that it's an incurable disease. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's just to survive cancer means to live for 5 years because it's so brutal and harsh. It's really scary, man. Tell that to a 7-year-old kid. You got cancer at 2. Now you're cured of cancer, man, and then you die at 8.
Survived.
Tell that to their parents, dude. It's terrible, man.
He goes down as a survivor.
Yeah, he goes down as a survivor. Good job, family. Thanks for helping us out. Seriously, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
It's a cash crop. It's a cash crop,
And there are things that have been shown to fight cancer that are illegal in the U.S. Certain vitamins.
Yeah.
Like vitamin B17. That's been shown to fight cancer. And like there are cultures in the world where people just never get cancer. And their diets are high in B17. In the U.S., it is illegal to sell B17 pills.
Why is that?
Check this out. Because the side effects of it are similar to the side effects of cyanide. That's what they say.
yeah. But have you heard the side effects? Like the other
Of
day, they
50
were
beers?
the other
A
day.
bottle of vodka?
The other day, I
I've
was
felt the
watching a
side effects.
commercial.
They're not good.
A commercial for I forget what it was, but it was for depression. It was a pill you take for depression. They're like, side effects are temporary blindness, loss of hearing, blood clots. They're just going on this whole list of side effects. It's like
Liver cancer.
That's not even as bad as like depression or my
Yeah.
back hurts. Oh,
Right.
cool.
Taking these
I
pills.
got to take this pill, and my side effect is instant death.
Yeah.
I'll let my back hurt a
Those
little bit
commercials
longer.
literally, they say death may occur.
Yeah.
And hope death doesn't occur. That would suck.
But it can.
Yeah,
Here
dude.
you go.
Death may occur. Like it's not even like the pill's fault. It might happen. Like they'll say like you may suffer from leg pain, from headaches. Death may occur. Like you're not. They don't say you're gonna suffer from possible headaches. You might suffer from death. You might die.
Death might occur.
Might occur. With a little asterisk. You know what I mean?
Just so they get you to
skull and
think about
crossbones.
it, though.
In theory, you may die anyway. So
Why not?
yeah,
Just cover all grounds.
live like there's no tomorrow. How doesn't every other song on the radio right now mention living like there's no tomorrow?
YOLO, bro.
YOLO.
Man.
Or like what's the other one? Like we're gonna die young, something. It's like Kesha or some shit.
Yep.
Or then
Oh, yeah,
Afrojack's song.
Pretty sure Katy Perry has one.
Might not see tomorrow. Give me.
shit. There
There's
you
a
go.
lot of songs about fucking possibly dying by Friday.
Live for the day.
Yeah, dude. That's kind of what it is. They're just like, spend your shit now, man. Fuck
don't-
anything.
Yeah. You don't know if you're gonna be alive tomorrow. Just throw all your money away.
Yeah, yeah. Call into work.
Why not?
Fucking work it tonight.
And then what happens when you wake up tomorrow and you're like, fuck, man, I'm still here. This stupid song.
Still going.
I don't have any fucking money.
Got a fucking
I lost
hangover,
my
no
job.
money, and no job. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Flow Rider.
Thanks, Afrojack. Yeah.
Exactly.
Jeez. Yeah, man. What's up?
We're coming up on an hour.
Are we?
Yeah.
You want to keep on going or call it?
It's up to you guys. I mean, is there anything you guys kind of want to go over? I mean, do you have anything happening with the clothes right now in regards to like anything coming out?
What I'm working on right now is spring 2013. So I'm working on a line that's going to drop hopefully by May sometime. And the idea is to book some type of venue to actually have a proper launch for the line. So actually have not a runway show, but some type of casual way to have some models running the stuff and just kind of have a little intimate, I don't know, just showcasing of the line.
Mm.
And right now, man, it's all about growing the amount of stockists that we have. So trying to open up our distribution a little bit. We're a super small brand, but just trying to get our brand into the right stores, working with retailers who truly understand the whole process of domestic production. And the only way it's going to succeed is really by conveying that message to consumers and getting them to realize that this is truly unique and there's something to be said about making stuff domestically. When I say that, I mean obviously within the United States, because so much mass production is done overseas in China and India, Turkey, Vietnam, whatnot. But you pay a little bit more, but the quality of what you're getting and the just the whole overall aesthetic, I think, of the garment, there's definitely perceived value there. So we can't exactly just place it in any given store. It has to be placed right. So yeah, man, we're just trying to grow it.
How many brick and mortar stores are you set up in? Like Sessions is one, right? Or
We're set up in a store called Lobby in Costa Mesa, which is at the lab.
okay.
And then we're just starting to work with a store in West Hollywood called Kin, kind of finer, higher end men's and women's boutique up
Cool.
on Sunset Boulevard, just past La Cienega. So growing little by little. Another cool announcement is we're actually showing at this trade show in Santa Monica called Launch,
Okay.
which is a concept by this dude, Josh Hunter, who we just sat down with. Super, super nice guy out of Encinitas. And his idea was basically to kind of take back the whole, I guess, smaller aspect and more intimate aspect of trade shows and take it out of the whole shit show. Our market is super saturated with too many brands as it is. So bring it back to, I guess, where it started and just make it about the quality of the brands that are showcasing their product. And this show will be held, I believe it is July 13th and 14th. I could be wrong. Down in Santa Monica at an airport hangar. And what he's done is he's hand-selected 100 brands to work with initially. This is his second show. And he's just inviting the cream of the crop, dude, from buyers. And when I say cream of the crop, it's not tooting my own horn. It's mostly from a buyer's perspective.
Go ahead and toot, dude.
I can toot a
that
little
shit.
bit.
Toot it. Your stuff's legit, dude. I've seen it.
Oh, thanks, man.
Like it's
yeah,
not.
Your stuff is really, really
Thanks,
cool.
dudes.
Yeah.
And the thing that I like how you say about you keep it domestic, I feel personally like there's a little more quality control there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's not built with the focus of being mass produced.
100%.
You know, it's designed to just last and hold up.
Yeah, you
Right.
can. It's very easy to see the difference between something that you pick up at Target that's meant to fit one type of or every type of person. It's
Yeah.
cut that way.
Yeah.
Right.
It's cut to fit any sort of person. You know.
Right.
AAA shirts.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put myself on blast though, dude. I do actually. I just bought a $12.95 Morona Oxford shirt from Target just because I wanted a white Oxford shirt. And
yeah,
And
I bought.
it's
mean-
only $12.95.
I mean, I guess that contradicts what I'm talking about, but there is something to be said about if you want just a basic generic product like that. I'm not hating on it. But
Right.
No,
I didn't
right.
mean to cut you
But
off,
that's not what you're designing. That's not what you're doing.
No.
You know, that's not what you're.
Yeah,
trying to
like
do.
the stuff. I mean, when you want to, there's a difference between going out like the way I'm dressed tonight. It's not. I'm wearing a hoodie and a V-neck, like a white V-neck.
Yeah.
Sexy.
Some people pull it off, but yeah, but what you're wearing is like like you if you had to walk into like a nice restaurant or a club or whatever, you want to look good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally.
Like that's you're not gonna go to Target. Like or if you did, you wouldn't look as good as if you bought what you're selling. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do, man. Just make stuff that I like and just make sure that it has a point of, I guess, a point of differentiation from what else is being done out there. I'm not doing anything that's ultimately revolutionary. I'm not making a 3-arm jacket or anything like that, but I'm just trying to stay consistent and yeah, dude, it's been a lot of fun. It's a fun project.
What's your website?
Website is fwhatyouknow.com.
There you have it.
And are you guys on Facebook?
No Facebook. I'm not huge on social media, but we are on Instagram, so you can get at us at fwhatyouKnow.
Okay, cool.
F what you know.
Yeah, fwhatyouKnow.
Cool.
So-
Yeah, I see it right here.
Yeah, there you go. So the whole thing with that is there's a tagline that we use. It's fuck what you know, and that's just kind of paying homage to the fact that we want, just people just to kind of rethink, I guess, a perceived program mentality. Just every way that you've been programmed to shop or look at what you consider to be value, just to rethink it and kind of give. There's a ton of up and coming brands. Just a shot and just think outside the box a bit and kind of take yourself out of your comfort zone and spend a little bit more money where you see fit on any given product, because it's not just domestic production within the apparel industry. It's also domestic production, in alcohol with, microbrews
Right.
or footwear companies or,
Yeah.
even through music, just shit that's just anything that's done homegrown and is done with a whole do-it-yourself mentality.
Yeah. It's just cookie cutter. Like, I mean, you're not that. You know what I mean?
Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Just taking yourself out of that cookie cutter mentality.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
Well,
just
there's a lot to say with doing that, because things aren't built to last anymore.
right.
Whereas I feel if you keep things a little more domesticated, you have a little more control over like whether you want to call it distance or whatever, but it's something where there's no loss of communication due to like translation or anything like that, and there's more attention given to it. Like products nowadays, everything is just built to deteriorate.
Right.
And
Forever
yeah.
21.
Yeah.
well,
Dude,
I
Forever
shop,
21 shirts, like, they'll last like 4 or 5 washes.
Literally, dude.
And they're just wrecked after that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and you
exactly.
paid $9 for it, but sometimes you didn't. Sometimes you paid 22 and it still falls apart, dude.
No, exactly.
It's tricky over there.
It's mass production, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happens, and those dudes do a good job for what they are. But I think it's good to offer alternatives to it, and yeah, man, little by little, you keep producing and stay consistent. I try to keep the line or the size of the line small and focused, and it seems to be selling through pretty well. And I appreciate everyone who's kind of taking a chance on my brand and something a little different.
Right on.
Yeah.
cool. Well, there you have it. fwhatyouKnow.com. Check it out.
Instagram at FWhatYouKnow.
Correct. There's pictures on there. You can like them. You can hashtag things.
And while you're doing that, you might as well go over to Spot 8816 and follow that shit too.
Yeah, I
Yes.
dare you.
Don't be afraid to hit that
Double dog
button.
dare you. Cool.
And
Well,
then,
anybody got any little parting words? Anything they want to say before we end this little party we're having?
good, man. I want to have you back, Jack. Let's do that.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks,
Some
guys.
time.
It's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much for having me on, and it's been
Dude.
rad, dudes.
Our pleasure. We'll definitely set something up down the road. Again, fwhatyouKnow.com. Go check it out. You can find our stuff at spot8816.com.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is a first episode of Below the Boulevard. I think it went rather well.
Yeah,
That's
Think so.
my opinion.
for sure.
Um,
Agreed.
Cool. Well,
Agreed.
Thank you, Jack, for coming on, and thank you guys for listening, and hopefully you tune back in for episode 2.
Thanks, guys.
Later.
Later.